So when you get to the classroom, you're going to be lining up in the hall out here. This is Life Sciences second floor. As you guys all line up in the hall, remember to adhere to social distancing guidelines, and then I will let you guys into the classroom each one at a time. And as you come into the classroom, you'll see here to your left, there are some cubbies that you can stick any of your personal items, or if you have any kind of beverages or anything, this is where these will go. None of those are going to be permitted at your actual desk. And then after you put your stuff away, you'll come here to the back of the room. And then there are two sinks available in the lab room. You will wash your hands for 20 seconds to make sure that they're totally clean. You can use some hot water, a little bit of cold water, and then wash your hands. And then after you wash your hands, you'll come over to your desk, your assigned desk. At each one of these bench tops, they're set up to have 4 seats, but we're only going to be using one person at each desktop. And you will have this middle cubby here is actually going to be yours and only yours. You'll put a lock on it right here, and so you can keep all of your stuff in there. After you wash your hands, you're going to come over here and get out your gloves, and then safety glasses and lab coat, which need to be worn at all times during the lab. After that, just put on a pair of gloves. And then every single time that you come into the classroom, you are going to be bleaching and ethanoling your desk. Always start out first by bleaching your desk. Wipe it away. And you will do the same thing with ethanol. You're always going to go bleach and then ethanol, not the other way around. This is pretty standard protocol for any time that we're in a molecular biology lab, but especially right now with everything going on, it's extra important that you guys remember to do this. And then just throw the paper towels in the sink there, or the trash can, I'm sorry. Alright, and let me give you a quick little looks around the lab. So our first aid kit is actually located over here by the window, as well as the sharps container, which we will not be needing, most likely. And then along this back wall here, you have a couple centrifuges and heat blocks that we use. We'll be using these later in the semester when we actually get to our extractions. Here is the fume hood. We are going to be using the fume hood at one point during the semester when we have an organic solvent that you don't want to be inhaling as much. It's much easier to work with that under the hood. Here in this corner next to the black refrigerator is a biohazard bag or trash can. This is actually ours, so just only use this one. This is a shared classroom, so there's multiple labs working in here, which is another reason that we need to be staying as clean as possible. And then right here you have your shower and eye wash station. If ever you get exposed to anything that requires you to use these, please come over here and use these and let me know if I don't already notice something going on at that point. And then this is our fridge. You will likely not ever need to handle this, but if you do, it is right here. Just let me know. Let's see. And then if we are working with pipettes one day, you see right over here on the same wall as all the centrifuges in the hood next to this white fridge, this bottom cabinet here is where we keep all of the pipettes. Notice how they're kind of staggered on top of each other. There's tall ones and short ones. This is the only way that they're going to fit in this cabinet. So make sure that they go in here the same way that, or when you take them out, make sure they go in the same way they were already in there. Let's see. I think that might cover it as far as most of our safety stuff. So we went over everything you do as you enter. Every single time when you leave, you're going to repeat the same process of using bleach and ethanol at your desk to sanitize it. And then make sure that all the chairs are pushed in. And each of these chairs has a number on it. And that number should correlate with the sticker right here, so you know that the chair is in the right spot. Since this is a shared space, we got to make sure that everything's in order for the next class when they come in here, as we hope they'll do the same for us. And then there's a lot of stuff in the middle here. Every single time you're going to want to make sure that this little vortexer is pushed up here against the wall, because if these vortexers get left on, they can wander. So you want it to be kind of secured as you leave each day. And then make sure that the flames are kind of in the center, and be sure that the gas is in the off position. We will not ever use the gas ever in this lab. However, if the gas was to get knocked on or accidentally pushed over and there was gas in the room, that could be a very bad situation that results in lots of fiery death and explosions. And then after you do that stuff, remove your gloves, throw them in the trash can, and then wash your hands with soap and water, and you are free to leave for the day. If anyone has any more questions about safety, please refer to the PowerPoint that I'm going to be posting, or just ask me, and we'll get you taken care of.